Hi guys, Beaver here and welcome to the first episode of Train Sim World 2. I did actually promise you that we would be expanding the content on this channel, and here is the beginning of that. We are going to be doing a route in East Coastway, which was suggested to me, and we do actually have a special guest with us today. We have Dovetail Joe, that's what I'm going to call him. I don't know what else to call him, but yeah, Joe from the British Ace. If you don't know his channel, link will be down below. Highly recommend it. He does a lot of great, awesome content. And yeah, awesome. Hello Joe, how are you doing today?
Yeah, well good. Hopefully we're all well.
Yeah, not bad, thank you. Let's see how badly we're going to mess this up today. I'm actually going to go with using the mouse cursor. Probably the best thing. Firstly, we need to get the key in. There we are. Need to get that into forward. There we go. Now the doors are open. See, we got things going.
There you go, all good.
Yeah, right. Let's get out of our seat and turn the AWS on and yada yada yada. There we are. So yeah, when I actually tried to... Oh my life. Bit laggy it is. There we are. So yeah, when I tried to stream this, it was a bit laggy. So yeah, I do apologise. Probably because I'm trying to run it in 4K and whatnot. Let's just oh, don't want that. I want to try and get rid of... We'll get there eventually. I know it's control something. There we go.
There, control 5, I think.
Yep. So yeah, we're just doing a service here from Brighton to Seaford today on East Coastway.
Lovely,
yeah, this is as recommended to me by Joe. So
yeah.
Whilst waiting for the passengers to get on board, I don't know if you want to introduce yourself, Joe, so that people can know a bit more about you.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, I'm Joe from the British Ace. Obviously do daily Train Sim World 2 streams. Well, Train Sim World, as we do go back to the old one. And just general simulator stuff similar to Ryan, really.
Excellent, excellent.
Okay.
Let's get that off. There we are. So we're gonna get going because we're probably gonna be late as it is. There we are. So yeah, guys, like I said, I do apologise. It's probably gonna be one of the worst Train Sim World videos you've ever watched in your entire life, and I must warn you, when I streamed this the other day, if you didn't see that, I did actually overrun the platform twice, and yeah, I probably would have been fired if that was real life.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah. But anyway, it's a game, and luckily I don't have to worry about getting fired, although, as you know, I do like to run things as realistically as possible. So with that all being said...
F1.
Press F1.
You said realistic, press F1.
Oh... Yeah, there we are. I can't drive like that. I can't drive like that. I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, I turn off as much as hard as possible. Anyways, as I was going to say, I hope you're all having a great day. Happy Friday. And yes, we finally made it. It is another weekend. And yeah, I thought we'd do some Train Sim World 2.
Brilliant.
I don't know what a train's slowing down. There we are. Let's get some power going, shall we? Because yeah, I did actually do this some of this route recently, and yeah, and I did find out that the brakes on this train are really slow to get going. I would probably call them cheese blocks. I mean, the accelerator's great. Does you know?
should see some of the trains on here.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if these are cheese, I mean, what would some of them be?
I know. I'd probably cardboard, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, let's put not going to go too fast because we have we've got next station coming up here.
So your station stops will be London Road, Mulscombe, Falmer, Lewis, South East, Newhaven Town, Newhaven Harbour, Bishopstone and Seaford. There
you are. See, you can rattle this off the top of his head. I wouldn't have a clue where we're going. All I know is we're going from Brighton to Seaford with some stops in between, but there we are. Joe knows everything. Of course, he is an ambassador for Dovetail Games, the creators of Train Sim World. So yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's expected, but it's definitely helpful that he knows all the stops, especially as this is his local route. He doesn't live too far away from here. You never know, may have actually already passed his house.
Not too far.
But yeah, like I said, guys, I do apologise if it's a bit jittery. Nothing I could do about that. That's just because Dovetail Games, you know. Not that they're terrible, but optimization. It is what it is. Definitely the best train simulators out on the market.
Turning down screen percentage a little bit.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if you have it really high, it can be a bit funny. At least on my one it is. I don't really know what it is, but if I turn it down, it seems to be okay. So
Yeah, let's just do that quick whilst
I think mine's on like 100. So that screen about 100. I don't know. I don't really know what anyone know in chat. Well, what on earth is screen percentage?
Yeah, Joe,
'Cause, I mean, you change it, it doesn't make a big difference, really.
Yeah, you are probably right though, with it being something to do with like
It still
quality.
looks the same.
Yeah, in TML language, we would probably call that the screen resolution. It's kind of weird going back to TML here, not really related, but yeah, you actually have two resolutions. You have the actual display resolution, which is obviously like your 1920 by 1080, and then you have like a different resolution scale, and that goes from 0 to 100, or obviously 100 making everything look the best, but you can't actually manually override that. But yeah, it would be helpful if that actually told you. Oh my god, we're actually early. Wow.
You are? Yeah.
If I'm
yeah,
I know. I'm a minute early. My life.
Yeah, I must say though, I believe it was if you've got either a what was it, Ryzen or I don't know what the other one is. Are you using a Ryzen graphics card?
Graphics card? No, Ryzen's a CPU.
Well, same sort of thing.
Yeah. You got your CPU and your GPU. I know much more about computers. I've got an Intel CPU and I've got a 3080 Ti graphics card, which is definitely powerful enough. But I am aware that my CPU is getting old now. I mean, if you know me well, you'll know that I'm still rocking my 9th gen i7.
That's better than mine. Mine's an i5, I think.
Yeah, but where I play in 4K, obviously that kind of puts it under more stress.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, why'd you put it on 4K? Well, because I like everything to look good. I'm about the appeal factor as much as the actual content, you know? Yeah. I mean, the bus...
If anyone does...
Oh, sorry, carry on.
Go on, no, you go. You let me last time.
Alright, yeah, I was going to say that the bus is actually fine. 2070 Super wasn't enough. 8 gigabytes of graphics card memory just wasn't enough, but having those extra 4 gigabytes replicated that, and it was much better. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe Train Sim World is more CPU limited as opposed to GPU, because I do know my CPU is obviously under extra load, i.e. because I'm recording and whatnot, so it doesn't help. But yeah, like I said, guys, I have said it a few times, but yeah, I am going to be redoing my bedroom. There we are, toot a horn. Don't know why, just because we're going in a tunnel. But yeah, I'm going to be doing my room at some point, and we'll be getting a proper desk set up with dual monitor and steering wheel and all that jazz. So yeah, things will improve. That isn't going to be till next year though, and at the same time I will probably just upgrade a couple bits of my computer, like the motherboard and the CPU and whatnot, at the same time. So hopefully that would alleviate the other issues. But yeah, as you were going to say, Joe?
Yeah, if there's anyone, I will be checking the comments. If anyone does have any comments or any questions about Train Sim World, feel free to pop them below. That could be routes, trains. Just put, I don't know, what you like in. Just, I don't know, put in the comments what you like. So if you like passenger or freight, just put, I don't know, I like passenger, for example. Slow, fast. I'll give you a route.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, just to add on to that, please don't ask him what's coming up, because even if he knows, he wouldn't be able to tell you. He's under NDA like I am with TML-Studios. Please don't ask, what's coming next? Cause, he wouldn't be able to tell you even if he wanted to. So you're just wasting a question. Yeah, I've just realised that. Might want to put the brakes on a bit. Come on,
Mulscombe is a short platform, so you usually want to enter at about 20 miles an hour.
Might be just okay because I put it on B3 quite soon. We'll go down to B2.
I think you'll be alright actually. Right, I bet then the cat quick. Good old cat scratching on the door.
Tell me about cats, yeah.
Yeah. We've got to let her in quick. Hold on a sec, everyone.
Yeah, no problems. 60 yards, okay, so we must be a 4-car train, and if it's taking us all the way to the front of the platform, so we'll just cruise along. We are early. Rather be early than late. There we are, we will just stop right about here. So yeah, guys, I do know that quite a few of you actually came here from Joe's channel, so I do thank you for that. And as always, if you haven't already, yeah, please go and subscribe to Joe. Like he said, he does daily Train Sim World videos. So yeah, if you love this content, you'll love Joe's channel, and if you're already here from Joe's channel, well, yeah, then you already know about Joe, and you can pop a comment down below saying what a great content creator he is.
Typical. The cat, Smudge, scratches on the door, right? As soon as I get there, runs off. No one there. It's like, why?
My cat does it at the night time. She wants to come in, but she knows I'm not going to let her in anyway, because obviously I'm trying to go to bed. So I will quickly open the door, like, what are you doing? And she'll run off.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah. She thinks it's a game now. She used to, yeah, not think it was a game, but now she's got older, she thinks, oh, this is fun. I'll just scratch Dad's door. He'll let me in a minute. Even though she knows she ain't coming in anyway, so she'll just run off. But, yeah, animals, huh? Who would live without them? You'll be like, oh, that blooming animal, or, you know, that blooming cat, I'm going to kill you in a minute, stop scratching my sofa. But when it all comes down to it, you wouldn't do anything like that, would you? You love them too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know if you want to say anything else. I don't know, what are your hobbies? Obviously, you got your own channel, you know, you do daily streams. But what does Joe do when he's not streaming? You know, what does he do
when he's not streaming? He plays more simulators.
So basically, what I do then, when I'm not recording, Police Simulator, or when I'm not, you know, doing streams on a Saturday, yeah, I'm pretty much playing the bus most of the time, testing and whatnot.
Yeah, it's very, very similar.
Yeah. Very similar, and we actually get on quite well.
Yeah. What's everyone's favourite route on Train Sim World 2? There's got to be some sort of favourite. Got to be a favourite.
Yeah, it's got to be some sort of favourite. Obviously, I'm gonna like, you know, I like the UK routes, being as I live here, same as you. But yeah, I think this route is the closest to where I live. Obviously, as you guys know, I live in Southampton, which is probably about 50 miles west of Brighton, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not actually that far away. We're coastal neighbours, if you want to say that, put it like that. Coastal buddies. Yeah, Joe lives down the coast, east of me, lives near Brighton, and yeah, I live near Southampton.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, this is the closest route that is near me. You never know, maybe one day we will get a Southampton to London Waterloo route for Train Sim World 2, and I would be all over that like it's Christmas.
Awesome.
I'll start putting a bit of braking action on here. There's me saying I'm overrunning the platforms, but it could just be because I wasn't used to how the train responds. Mind you, I am going along like a granny, speed limit 70 and I'm only doing 30.
We're still nearing. I mean, you'll be entering the platform on time. That counts, right?
Yeah, I guess it counts for something. Yeah, guys, I don't know if you've ever heard about the railway system in Japan. The way they are, they have, you know, we have timetables to hours and minutes. Well, they have timetables to hours, minutes, and seconds. Like, they get whinged at if they're like 5 seconds late. It's the concept of being late in Japan doesn't exist. It's on time or not on time.
I'm pretty certain they have to send like apology letters to employees if employers if they're late, if the train's late.
Exactly,
because it's just not believable.
Exactly, because like obviously the connection is so tight. You know, if you're connecting trains, the timetable system over there doesn't have any recognition of, you know, lateness. You have literally minutes to get from one train on one platform to the other platform for your connecting train. You know, if you're late, you've missed it. Think of it as an airport, except you've got far less of a layover time, you know? So yeah, if I remember rightly, we should be able to see the stadium, because we are in Falmer. Should be around this. Oh, there we are.
There's the Amex. You can actually fly. If you press 8, you'll get into the free cam.
There we are. Joe knows everything.
Then press shift to speed up, and you're going along. W and then
W
shift.
Prepare
to start flying along. If you're in the free cam.
I did press 8, but it's not working for me. So I don't know what I've done.
I'll use the arrow keys.
Let's try that. There we are.
Hey, there we go.
Oh wow. Oh,
it's pretty high.
You can't go over it. That's a bit.
Unfortunately, not.
Yeah, that's very good, isn't it?
Not bad.
But there we are, guys. The Brighton Amex in all of its glory. Joe's.
So Ryan,
Go on then.
Hey, are you looking forward to Spirit of Steam?
Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to it because it's a new DLC. I mean, I have a lot of DLC that I don't even own as it is for Train Sim World. But yeah, I guess it's something different, isn't it? So yeah,
Yeah.
probably should look forward to it. Let's get the UI back on. There we are. Oh my life, we're
No,
late now.
I've spotted something.
Oh god, he's probably gonna be like, you're getting fired. Go on then. What have I
You
done wrong?
probably maybe fired. Maybe I caught, but you haven't got the headlights on.
Oh, but it's daytime. Do I need them on all the
Yeah,
time?
you need them on. You need them on all the time.
The doors
That's
aren't.
set to day running.
The doors aren't locking? Question mark.
Oh yes, because I think you put the reverser when I told you to press W, so set that back to forward.
Okay, let's do that now. Wait. No, that's
Oh,
the
no, that
master
one.
key.
That one there we go. I should then
There
close
we
the
go.
doors.
Oh my life, a little bit of laggy there. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, just press H once. Should then set to day running.
There we
Oh,
are.
press it again maybe.
Headlights
And again.
off. There.
There we go.
See, Joe, Train Sim World Guru, knows everything. What would I do without him, guys? Right, anyway, we need to
Exactly.
get a shifty on because we are now... Yeah, we're going to be late. 4.4 miles to do in 3.5 minutes. Well, I mean...
Yeah, you can make it.
Put our foot down for this one. So I've always wondered, why does the horn only go up when you press down on the thumbstick on the controller? Is that because you need to bind the unbind the low horn separately, or? Because yeah, when I press this, it only goes up. The high horn, it doesn't go up and then down like it does in real life. Is that because that you need to press a button for that, or?
Press space and N. It should then do it.
See what I mean, guys? Train Sim World Guru, he knows everything.
I don't.
Well, you've been playing it for enough. I just certainly hope that you know quite a lot. It's like me with a bus. I played it for so much.
Yeah.
Detail of it is quite decent. Yeah, I have to say, as usual with Dovetail, the quality of the map is very, very good. I don't live around Brighton, but yeah, obviously Joe can vouch for how good this looks, how authentic it is.
Yeah.
And we need to slow down or we're going to be done for speeding. Oh well, we'll just keep it at 70.
We can do it.
So yeah, here's the outside view, and wow. Motion blur definitely changes the dimension of the game, I would say.
You can turn it off, Control F2.
Yeah. Some games I don't like it, but I think for Train Sim World it's a really necessary thing, to be honest. I mean, it looks kind of weird without it. I mean, if you was to have that off, I mean, we'll turn it off, but I mean, it doesn't look right, does it? Everything looks real detailed, which is not how it should be. Obviously, you kind of need that motion blur.
Well, I think it's more realistic, to be honest.
Yes.
Real life, you look out the window, it'll be all...
Yeah. I mean, you let me know, guys. What do you prefer? Do you prefer option 1 or option 2? I mean, yeah, I think it personally depends on the type of game you're playing, but then again, that is just me. I'm not always right. Yes, I'm still here. I haven't passed over on the controls. Don't worry, train. It's all good. And
Awesome.
we are still gaining speed, and the speed's about to go down from 50 down to 55, so we better start braking, otherwise I'm gonna have someone on the phone to me. Think, Beaver, why are you speeding so badly? There we go. I think
What's
we're
going on?
downhill as well, so that's probably why we're picking up speed. Yeah, we are. Keep on braking 1 just so we don't speed. There we are.
They just went over the A27 there. That's the sort of main road linking east-west on the coast.
Yeah, that's the road that Joe would use to come and visit me, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And I believe that means that we're either to have about a track change, or there's going to be a signal that we need to pay attention to. So I'm going to start slowing down. Just
Awesome.
in case.
And you're about to go through Kingston Tunnel.
See what I mean, guys? He even knows the tunnel without it being
Yeah.
signposted. Yeah, Joe's knowledge of Train Sim World 2 is impeccable. So yeah, like he said, ask him questions down below, but yeah, just don't ask what's coming up in the future. Thank you very much.
You won't get an answer.
Yeah, you won't get an answer. So, Joe, how long have you been an ambassador for Dovetail? I was going to say Train Sim World then, but it's Dovetail.
Ambassador for July 2021. So actually not that long.
Oh, okay. So,
I was sort of part of the first the group.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a privilege to show off Dovetail stuff, as I mean, train sims are great.
Yeah, this is Joe's
My personal favourites are train sims. So I know for you it's probably buses, but for me it's train sims.
Yeah, like I said, guys, this is Joe's bread and butter. You know, he likes his trains like I like my buses. So yeah, it's an absolute honour for me to be part of the TML closed beta team and their moderation team for Discord and whatnot. Yeah. Passing on my knowledge. I would absolutely love a UK DLC for the bus one day.
That would be cool. I mean, it does give you the option to, sort of when you go in, and it says Berlin. Yeah, I mean, why would they add that feature or that sort of option if there wasn't more cities coming in the future?
Well, TML personally, right now, obviously the main focus is on Berlin, and the game being in early access. But obviously, with Phase 2, the modding tools will become available. So I don't think maybe a year after the modding tools, we'll start having, you know, all the third-party developers that are known for. Because obviously, we've already had people from OMSI show interest, like the modding community for OMSI, obviously, because they're absolutely thrilled. You know, they're going to have a much more modern game that they can go out. Yeah, that they can go out and mod, and it's absolutely, you know, it's a big honor because I love the bus. Yeah, it's based in Germany, but if that's what's most popular, then so be it. And yeah, it took me a while to learn all the you know, the way they do things in Germany, but it didn't, you know, mostly with me it's like the road laws and whatnot. As for the actual bus and the systems, that wasn't that bad. Pretty familiar with them.
Yeah, I mean, they're fairly similar, right? I mean, it's sort of just standard, isn't it, really?
Yeah, similar with trains. Obviously, you'll have like maybe a different variant of the same train.
Yeah.
Maybe with an upgraded aspect in a certain area.
I feel like every simulator is Germany, though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, obviously, the bus is obviously German because that's what TML are based, which is, of course, that's understandable. You know, they're not going to make
Dovetail. There's quite a lot of British stuff.
Yeah, because they're based in the UK. People are like, oh, why is everything Germany? Well, they live there. You know, that's kind of where they're based. You know, and you can see it, like, because obviously TML with Fernbus, we've done DLCs for other countries, and people are like, blah blah blah, you know, they're like, well, that's not how it is. Like, but what people are forgetting, you know, it's a scaled version. I don't know whether these are scaled or whether they're 1-to-1.
This is 1-to-1.
Yeah, but with Fernbus, it's a 1-to-10 scale, so, you know, you've got to make some sort of compromise somewhere in terms of omitting places or, you know, making certain cities slightly different to accommodate the 1-to-10 scale. You know, if you go into Paris Croix de Bercy station, when I went into the one in Fernbus, it looked nothing like the one in real life, because in real life you had bus stands on both sides of the road on the way in, but in the game you only have them on the right, because obviously at the 1-to-10 scale they just couldn't fit them in.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the bus, obviously that's a 1-to-1 scale, so
bus is the best.
yeah, it is. I love the game, and you know, it's not even better when I get to test new features. Okay, AWS, what's changing now? Probably a speed limit change, because we've just had a line change.
It's just because you're going onto the branch.
Maybe. Well, say maybe. You know what you're on about. I don't want to say maybe. Okay. But yeah, guys. Maybe we can see if it's possible for us to do a video on Joe's channel about the bus one day. I don't know. maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, let's see if I can return the
My
favour.
PC can sort of. I mean, it was I auto detected it and it went on to epic graphics for all of it. But like when I play it, it seems to have FPS drops.
Yeah,
But if I
that's...
pop it down, it still gets FPS drops.
So it's not as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well that's kind of a thing with the auto detector. It's not broken, but it just has a habit of putting everything on Epic, even though some PCs probably in theory shouldn't be on Epic. You know, and then we have people like, oh, but this thing said it could go on Epic. That doesn't actually mean it's gonna work, okay? You know? Yes, I'm still here, I haven't died. So how often does that DMD go off then? Or that's
The
whatever it's called.
DSD
Yes.
is when you've not touched the controls for like 2 minutes.
Okay, so even if I input, like, I don't know, go from brake to power off...
It won't do it now.
It won't do it, yeah.
There will be another sort of 2 minutes. I think it's about a minute or so.
Okay.
I'm not touching the controls.
And
Just to make sure it's still alive.
Yeah, because obviously you had all these incidents back in the years of where trains went out of control because the driver, I don't know, collapsed the controls or something.
Yeah.
So then they invented this.
Hence the name Dead Man's Handle.
Yeah, but I mean, it's surprising that it can actually be overridden. I mean, you'd thought if it was a safety feature that it wouldn't be able to be turned off. I mean, because I could get off, go to the panel up there and disable it. Same with the AWS. I mean, I don't know whether that's like, I don't know if it develops a fault or something, you could turn it off, but, you know, on the downside, that means anyone, if they had a malicious example, you know, if they wanted to do some bad things, and obviously they wanted to exit the cab and the train to keep going, they could just turn it off and the train would carry on. But,
yeah, true.
I mean, I guess, yes, I'm still here.
Coming into Southeast, you're on about 20 miles an hour into it. It's quite a short platform.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere.
That's where most train platforms are, though, aren't they? Because obviously you're mostly going from city to city. Like, you have, obviously you've got Southampton to London Water. You have these quite major city stops, like you've got Winchester and whatnot on the way, but then you've got these really tiny stations.
Yeah.
Which are not going to really serve many people at all. So yeah, how am I doing so far, boss? Am I doing okay? Have I been fired yet?
Yeah, pretty well, man. You're only sort of a minute late, so actually quite well.
And also the fact that we're having a good chit chat as well.
Yeah.
Wee bit of lag there since I'm pressing the space
Right,
bar.
we want to slow down.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
I said you're doing quite well, but I think that's probably out the window.
Oh no.
Well, that's Southeast.
Stop. Train, stop. Please. Please stop. Thank you.
I mean, back 2 coaches should be alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, only the rear 2 coaches are able to exit on this platform due to the platform being too short, wink wink.
Exactly. It's fine.
No one saw anything, it's all good.
Yeah.
This happens in real life. You know, train has to go off the end of the platform because it's not big enough, so it's all good. And there's our other train just went the other direction there. Yeah, every time I press the spacebar it seems to freeze a little bit. I don't know what that's all about, but there we are. Maybe it's because it's trying to do the horn or something. Note to self, just don't press the spacebar then, it's that simple.
And New Haven Town next.
Oh yeah.
Quite nice. This is my favourite part of East Coastway, coming down this way.
Oh, why is that? Any particular reason, or do you just like
Just
scenery?
scenery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, scenery. If you press 8, you go on the free cam. It's just, I don't know, it's just a nice area.
Let's do it then, shall we? Yeah.
You got the river on the right, the River Ouse.
I remember back in the day when you were on the old train sim and the bushes used to turn and follow you.
Yeah.
Was that a bug?
I do.
Do you ever know what was
No,
about that?
That is what some of the old TS routes do.
Oh wow.
The trees follow you or turn in your direction.
Right, let's put our foot down because I think we're starting to slip behind schedule a little bit. There we are, I'll just press the switch just so it thinks I'm not dead.
Yes.
Does it work if you do it early, or do you have to do it when it tells you?
You have to do what it tells you.
Oh, okay. No, I'll just do that, and then that. There we are, problem solved. Another 2 minutes. So yeah, guys, if you have any tips for me, if you're thinking, oh, Beaver, you know, you could do this, or this is a great route for learning HUDless, because as you know, I like to play things realistically, and I'd love it if I could just go, you know, HUDless.
I mean, this is one of the easier routes.
But yeah, maybe we'll have to practice on it a bit, you know? But yeah. Any particular route that you guys would think, oh, that'd be perfect to do HUDless? Obviously, you've got the East Coastway, and you've probably got a few others that are great for doing HUDless as well. But yeah, let me know down below. I'd really be interested to see your thoughts as well, what you think I could practice on.
Yeah, this one's one of the first ones I... Actually, this is the route I first learnt HUDless, and then Long Island Railroad is fairly easy, as the train sort of in the cab tells you what the speed is, and the signals, there's only sort of 3 different signals you really need to know.
Yeah.
That's another easy-ish one.
The first route I had for Train Sim World 2 was the one that came over from Train Sim World, which was the Great Western Express.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I bought that one right at launch because I was so excited that we were going to have a British route on Train Sim World. Because first off, obviously you started off with the sand patch grade, which, yeah, I liked it because it was nice graphics and it was new. But after a while it did wear off.
Yeah, 2 hours from one end to the other at 20 miles an hour. Ooh.
I know, right? It's annoying. So I'm assuming you did it HUDless and probably with your eyes closed and blindfolded as well to do.
Not sand patch, but Great Western, yes.
Joe could probably do it backwards.
I actually have done that before as a video.
Of course you have.
And also sitting in the passenger view and driving.
What, you... See? Joe's a dovetail guru. He'd probably do anything that you tell him to. He used to say, oh, look away using the 8 key and drive it like that. He could probably do it.
Yeah.
We need to slow down, because otherwise we're going to overshoot that platform again. I don't want to be doing that now.
Ooh.
Because this one looks quite short as well. How late are we? About 2 minutes.
Not too bad. Been a pretty good drive, apart from southeast, but we can forget that.
Yeah.
Overall, pretty good.
Yeah, I definitely do like it, yeah. Oh, there we are.
Yeah, a little wander.
So yeah, Joe does it like this. He probably just gets in the cab and opens the door, and then he probably just sits here like this. Sit in the first class cabin. Anyway, we need to get out. I'm gonna go this way because I'm lazy. There we are. Right, sit down.
Probably, yeah. I was gonna say, probably want to get that shut.
I'm assuming you're not supposed to open that unless you're changing drivers or it's an emergency situation.
But you can open it, just not when you're moving.
Well,
anywhere else you can.
I don't think the door won't even open when you move. Yeah, it's locked. It won't even open. Right, let's put our foot down because we are... Oh, well, maybe not, because I've just seen the next stop is 500 yards away. We'll go to P2.
It's a fairly short platform as well. Be as careful as you can.
And we've got a speed limit change coming up as well of 20, so could be changing platforms. No, it's just maybe a tight curve by the looks of it.
Yeah. And points.
So then, Joe, when did you first get into like doing your train sims? When did you really find that you fell in love with it?
What? Probably after watching some of you might know him, QWERTY Afro.
Yeah, I know that. I know QWERTY. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
never spoke to him in person, but yeah, I've watched some of his videos.
back in 2012, probably actually before that, some just in general, just general bits and bobs on it.
Yeah.
So probably even before that, so maybe 2011, 2012-ish.
Oh wow.
And then actually played it, but started playing myself in 2014.
Oh, okay.
Which was great. Waking up, Christmas, going downstairs, playing train sim.
It's
Not
Russell.
Boxing Day.
Oh yeah. About the same time I fell in love with bus sims then. Yeah, I first fell in love with TML bus sims in 2012 with Bus Sim 2012. That was my first one. First one I really played.
Yeah, I do love it, but my PC always lagged, so I always thought the game was bugged, even though it was my PC being laggy.
Yeah, that's what everyone like. Oh, it's never my PC. It's got to be the game.
When you're younger, you don't really. I mean, a bit like with I had a old capture card.
Yeah.
And because my internet was so slow, when I tried uploading like a 2 gigabyte file,
Yeah.
it took like 2 days. So I always thought the capture card had put a virus onto my Xbox 360 because that wasn't working because of the upload speed being so weak. So I couldn't play online on the 360 when I was uploading. So I always used to think the capture card had a virus on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously nowadays,
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like me, I'm under no illusions that probably playing on 4K with everything on Epic is obviously probably most of the reason why I'm getting the stutters when I press spacebar. But yeah, like I said, I will be upgrading the motherboard and CPU probably next year when I get my room done as well.
Awesome. Here's Tide Mill Station or Bishopstone Beach Halt, abandoned.
I was going to say, platform's way recessed. So when was that abandoned, or has that just been that way for ages?
1939, I think, or something like that.
Okay, so it's been that way for ages.
Yes. Yeah, because it was, I think there was a little village there, but it was, it got deemed unsuitable for living. So, yeah, something to do with the sea and the salt, or something like that. It got, yeah, there was like a whole village there, and it's gone now. Although you can still see that the ruins, which is quite cool.
Oh, we're going to be stopping and opening right-hand doors this time.
And as you can tell, this used to be double track as well.
How come they ended up making it down to single?
Just, I mean, not, I think beaching cuts, not busy enough, so single
Okay.
track. I think the original idea was after Seaford to cut through the cliffs to Eastbourne.
Oh, okay.
Obviously that never happened, so there just wasn't any need for double track.
Yeah, I remember when I played the old train sim and the graphics were horrible. This is much
Yeah,
better
pretty
in
old on there.
comparison, yeah.
It really depends what route you play on the old train sim, because some of the newer ones, say the Chatham Main Line, the new one,
Yeah.
that actually looks pretty decent, or the West Coast Main Line South. They actually are not on par with Train Sim World 2, but
Yeah.
they look good.
I mean, do they ever go back to the old ones and maybe touch them up graphically? Like maybe put in some better poly trees and whatnot?
The last graphic update on TS was 2012. Although I suppose lighting and just way they make it, it looks better. But the last engine upgrade I think was 2012.
Yeah, and then obviously 2018, I think it went to 64.
That was the 64
bit,
64-bit edition.
Which obviously meant that they could improve everything again.
Yeah. Although in some ways the 32-bit does actually look better.
Yeah, and yeah, it's crazy, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay guys, so we are approaching the end of this particular service. So like I said before, we finish, please make sure you go and check out Joe's channel. He's an absolutely great guy, does loads of great content, and if you enjoy Train Sim World 2, then you'll be sure to love his channel, because that's what he does for his daily living. Train Sim World, that's his bread and butter over there.
It sure is.
Yeah, go and check him out. I will, of course, have a channel link down below, as with all my other great friends, and we're going to need to slow down because Beaver's been talking too much. When we get under 15, we'll just let it roll to the end a little bit.
Don't hit the buffer.
Yeah, there we are. Didn't do too badly in the end, 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes and a half late.
Yeah, not too bad.
Don't know why you lot are standing here. This train isn't going back in the other direction, I'm afraid. Well, not with me driving it anyway. It might be someone else, but definitely not me. Oi, easy there. Don't get too close to the platform. Take your head off, sir. Right, there we are. We'll just stop it here.
Also, bonus to Train Sim World is you got working PIS.
I have no idea what that stands for.
The passenger information screens.
Ah.
So on the platforms.
Okay.
The little yellow. Yeah, you can. Oh, left. Yeah, there. Straight ahead. That thing. That's working.
Oh, okay. Right, let's let the poor souls get off.
Oh, your reverse is there you go. They're off.
Yeah. Anyway, that is gonna be this. I wish I looked that good. Yeah, that is gonna be this video of Train Sim World over. I do hope you've enjoyed that one. I've actually had fun going around and driving around Brighton and going to Seaford. It's been a heck of a lot of fun. Of course, we should give a special thank you to our guest, Joe from Dovetail Games, Ambassador.
No worries. Thanks for letting me come in.
No problem. I'm happy to have you, because yeah, you know much more about this game than I do.
Yes.
Anywho, guys, that is going to be it for this episode of Train Sim World 2, so it's going to be a goodbye from Joe.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks.
No problem. And it's going to be a goodbye from me, and until the next one, take care.